Hey guys, this is going to be your Wednesday, April 1st whiteboard talk for the day. So for today's workout, we got a part A and part B again. Part A is going to be a like post chain / glute and abs strength session. It's going to be a 10-minute EMOM across the board. It's going to be a 10-minute EMOM across the board. And then for part B, we got a 9-minute AMRAP pretty much all the way through. This is going to be, we also have a beginner variation for today in case the body weight is a little too intensive, but everything should be written out here as well and on your app in case you want to see things more visually. We're going to get right into it. So to start off the workout, or to start off today, we're going to go ahead and get into a warm-up. The warm-up is going to be a 200-meter run just to get the heart rate up. You're going to come back. We're going to go ahead and do 10 bird dogs. So I'm fresh out of my appendectomy still, so Aurora's going to be demonstrating some movements for me. So we're going to start on the ground here, hands and knees. We're going to do 10 bird dogs total. So one arm, one leg lift up at the same time. Arm and leg reach in front and behind you, keeping those hips nice and square. Okay. We're going to switch sides and just keeping your shoulders and your hips nice and neutral. If this is a little too challenging, you can go ahead and do one leg or one arm at a time. Alternate arms and legs. Okay. 10 of those. You're going to do 10 Superman swimmies or reverse snow angels. I don't know what you'd like to call these. She's going to go and lay flat on the ground. She's going to start with her arms out in front of her and feet elevated. She's going to go ahead and bring her arms out to the side and down to her side, rotating her arms, thumb pointed up all the way until thumb pointed in at the way down. Okay. So just Superman and then arms forward and backwards. 20 of those. Then we're going to do 10 jumping jacks. We all know what those are. Just 10 jumping jacks, okay? 2 rounds of that, not including the run. Now, for the workout for today. So for body weight only, the EMOM is going to be, we're going to start with 15 to 20 glute bridges. So she's going to go ahead and just lay down somewhere on the floor or a mat. She's going to get her feet set up. A little out in front of her, hands to the side. She's going to squeeze her butt. She's going to lift her hips up into the air, just like that, okay? As she comes up, she's going to focus on rotating those hips under her to get to the top, okay? So really focusing on squeezing your glutes on this one. 15 to 20 reps. Should take most of your first minute. Minute 2 is going to be 12 dead bugs. So you're going to be setting up also on the floor. Not going to be changing much. We're going to start here, arms and feet up as straight as you can, put it up in front of you, low back into the ground. She's going to go ahead and lower one arm and one leg at a time, keeping that low back in the ground. So try not to let that low back come off, okay? If this is difficult to coordinate or difficult strength-wise, you can go ahead and do one arm and then one leg at a time, okay? 12 reps total. Doesn't have to be super slow, but just want to control all the way through, okay? So that's good. So back and forth between station 1 and 2 for 10 minutes, 5 total rounds. Your part B is going to be a 9-minute AMRAP. It's going to be a 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, etc. Keep building up for 9 minutes. It's going to be 3 movements. You're going to do a no push-up burpee. So she's just going to go ahead and come to the ground. To the top of a plank of a burpee, bring your feet back up and jump. Standard jump. If you got to jump with no ankle or knee issues, go ahead and jump. 6 of those. Then she's going to do 6 chair dips. So she's going to go ahead and do a dip right here. She has one chair. If you have one chair at home that you can do this, she's going to keep her shoulders pulled back. She's going to come down and back up, okay? Try not to go so low that your shoulders roll inward this way, okay? So keep your shoulders pinned back and don't go so low that you have to compromise your shoulder, okay? If you have 2 chairs of the same height, go ahead and set up between them and get like a similar setup for that. I prefer that over 1 chair. I think it's just a little easier. I think it's a little better mechanically on your shoulder if you have that, okay? That's gonna be your 9-minute AMRAP. If that is a little challenge and you're gonna keep going up 6, 9, 12, etc. each round. At the end of each round, you're going to do a hop over. So I have a plate set up here, but you can set up over a stack of books or any low surface that you have. Just going to hop over side to side like that, okay? Now, if that's a little challenging, there's a beginner variation to it. Same increasing rep scheme, 6, 9, 12, etc. You're going to do a no push-up burpee on an elevated surface. So if you have a chair, have a coffee table or something that's sturdy, You can go ahead and do a burpee onto that, or no push-up burpee. So go ahead and just set up here like a elevated plank. Good, feet jump out, then just jump back in and go ahead and jump up, okay? Pretty simple. And then same thing with the chair dip. Just if you have a higher chair, better to set up on like a higher surface than a lower one, just for strength-wise, okay? And at the end of each round, you're gonna do 10 step overs instead of hop overs. So you're just gonna step onto, so you're gonna step right over with no jump, or if you have something flat that you can step on, go ahead and step onto the surface and then over to the other side, okay? So 6, 6, 10 step overs, 9, 9, 10 step overs, etc. Okay? For your limited equipment, if you have a dumbbell or kettlebell, for your glute bridges, we're gonna go, so for part A, it's gonna be that same 10-minute EMOM, glute bridges for the first minute, dead bugs for that second minute, okay? She's gonna go ahead and set up for glute bridges again. If you happen to have a band to wrap around your knees and or a dumbbell or kettlebell, you can go ahead and add that to your glute bridge as well. So she's going to set up with the band around her knees and or have a dumbbell set up on her hips, and she's going to again go through the same sequence. Okay. I'm just going to have you guys as well set up with your feet about, squat width apart. So she's going to separate her feet a little bit more and kind of point her toes out a little bit too. Okay. Still trying to squeeze your hips under you, squeeze your butt. Okay. If you have a heavy enough weight, you can go ahead and scale back the reps to, like, instead of 15 to 20, go ahead and do 10 to 15, okay? Minute 2, 12 dead bugs, same thing as the body weight one. Just gonna set up on the ground, keep that low back on there. One arm, one leg at a time. If that's too challenging for your core, then you can do one at a time instead, okay? Or if you want to challenge yourself more, I didn't show this in the last one, but you can go ahead and set up the same way, everything flat, but you're gonna go ahead and move both arms and both legs together while keeping that back super flat on the ground, coming back up. 12 reps, okay? That's part A. Part B, that same 9-minute AMRAP. It's gonna be 6, a round of 6, 9, 12, 15, etc. We're gonna go ahead and start. We're gonna do 6 kettlebell deadlifts or dumbbell deadlifts. So Aurora's gonna grab 2 dumbbells here. And she's going to set up for her deadlift, one on either side. Drop her hips a little bit more. And she's going to come up and stand, okay? This is if you have 2 dumbbells or two matching dumbbells and 2 matching kettlebells. Go ahead and face that way for me for a second. So as she comes down, just note that the dumbbell will be coming a little further back, so about mid-foot, not so much in front of you as if you had a barbell, okay? So you're going to go ahead and come up from there and come down. Don't go so low. If you have mobility issues, don't go so low that your back starts to round at the bottom. Keep that back nice and flat, okay? And then go ahead and drop 1 dumbbell. And if you only have 1 weight to use, 1 kettlebell or 1 dumbbell, you can go ahead and grab 1 bell on it. So just one weight, and you're gonna go ahead and deadlift with the weight between your legs. Okay, that works too. If you have 2, I prefer that just so you can get a little heavier. But if not, that's okay. 6 reps of that. Then you're going to do 6 reps of the chair dips that we went over earlier. Just keep those shoulders back as you come down. If you have 2 chairs of the same height, I prefer that. So 6, 6, and then you're going to go ahead and do 30 double unders or single unders if you have a rope. If not, go back to the hop overs over the plate and just hop over your surface side to side. Okay? 9 minutes. All right, so then moving on to the home gym. If you have access to a lot more equipment, same 10-minute EMOM, but now you have the option, grab a barbell, and we're gonna do 8 to 10 barbell good morning. So if you can go ahead and grab that barbell in front of you. She's gonna set up with this barbell, step over this way a little bit. She's gonna set up with this barbell in her back rack. She's gonna go ahead and come down. She's gonna hinge back, sending her butt back. A little bit of a bend in the knee. Go back, as she's gonna come down as far as she can while keeping that back nice and straight. Don't go so low that you have to bend your back, okay? So show them what that would look like. So that's too far, okay? So as soon as so only move at the hip, the back stays nice and flat, okay? 8 to 10 of those, you can put that down. Or if you have a heavy enough band, and should be a thick band. I don't have a thick band here, but if you do, you can also do banded good mornings, where you just go ahead and have the band set up, go feet a little wider for extra resistance. Band set up on your neck, same deal, same form. Coming back, hinging back, slight bend in the knee, back flat, okay? Go ahead and put that down. So 8 to 10 reps, and then we're gonna do 20 seconds of a pike up. So this is a more challenging ab variation, so you can go ahead and set up there. You can do this for you can do this for limited or body weight workouts as well. She's gonna sit up, hands and feet like that, and she's gonna bring her shoulders off the ground, try to get her hands as close to her feet as she can. She's gonna hold that for 20 seconds, okay? You can go ahead and rest. 20 seconds out of that minute, okay? So minute 1, barbell good mornings, minute 2, pike up. Your AMRAP for part B, same 9-minute AMRAP. It's gonna be 6, 9, 12, etc. We're gonna do a deadlift, so it's gonna be a barbell deadlift. So just, I think we're all familiar with the barbell deadlift, but just making sure that we're gonna keep that bar super close to you as you come up. Squeeze and lock out nice and hard, squeeze your butt, squeeze your abs at the top, okay? Making sure we just keep that bar super close, yep. RX for this is gonna be 225 to 245 / 155 to 175. If you have the means and the capability to go that high, kudos to you. This is going to be a lot of volume for that rep scheme. A lot of volume for that weight anyway, we're going to alternate that with ring dips or box dips if you have access to. Same thing, same thing with the chairs if you don't have access to either rings or a box. Same thing. And then at the end of every round, you're going to go ahead and do those same 30 doubles or 60 singles. If you don't have a rope, go ahead and go back to those hop overs, okay? For part B, how to pace this out. For the most part, I'm gonna have everyone just try not to burn out in the first few minutes of this workout. It's really tempting when the reps are low. Try to keep that pace smooth and moderate at the beginning. It's gonna catch up to you. If you say you feel good, go ahead and pick up that pace for that last 3 minutes. If you have a little more confidence in your cardio, go ahead and pick up the pace every 3 minutes and not just for the last 3, okay? And that should be it for today, okay? Happy WODing, guys.